Again, everything Fumiga and the Deco said is basically when you're on the bottom, you don't want to be on your back, you want to be on the side, alright? So, also when you're on the bottom, you always try to avoid your opponent from controlling your head. So if I'm going here, like, he's never going to let me control his head. Like, when he gets me on top on a deep half guard, I'm not going to be able to control his head. When he's here and he escapes through, no, escape through my back. Same thing with the Deco's doing, I'm not going to be able to control his head. To achieve a good position of control here, I'm always, first like I try to fit my back, fit in, I'm trying to always drive my shoulder, you know, or control his head. Say that I just need to control and etc. Alright? But he has the lock, strong lock here, I'm having a hard time. What I do is I work a lot like controlling, using my shoulders as kind of checkpoint to see if I'm too far out so he can get me off balance that way or here and etc. Alright? Every time to prevent, say that I'm in a half guard and I go for the head, I try to stay low, control the head, I fit on top of him so I don't give him any chance to start like trying to go underneath here. A lot of people go for the head and hold here. I'm giving him chance, right? Just small details. Every time I'm here, I drop my shoulder in the middle of his chest so I can drive him, get him flat. But I need to break this here. So I'm going to start the most simple way to break. It's always like, say that you're here, you're having a hard time, you were passing, you let the guy close. What I'll do is I'm going to move lower on his body. I'm going to stop trying to be here. I'm going to move lower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come with this hand under his leg. I'm going to move back. And I'm going to get my shin right across his knee. I want to block his leg so I can kick his leg back here. And I'm going to be looking to the opposite side. So if I'm here, I'm going to drop. Now I block his knee. Chain link control here. Looking to the other side, what I do is I duck kick the leg that is locked. Step, head, pass. Pretty simple. If you don't block, it's so simple, but sometimes people like get too relaxed, so they get here, they control the leg, and then they try to kick here. And of course, a lot of times if you don't block him, even if I kick, he moves back with me. And I kick and he moves back here. So what I do is I need to block him. Okay, so get my thigh right across his kneecap. Now, drive my shoulder, dunk kick my right leg. Step. Right here. Now, I always emphasize so much underhook. Alright, underhook on outside. Okay? So say that now, and the reason I'm explaining this is because two ways that I do. Sometimes I break this here, I like to go, depending on how my opponent's position, I like to go right away to the mount, or if we start like scooting too much, I jump to the other side, crossing my leg over him, okay? So say that I'm here, you know, it's locking, half. Make sure, I try not to put my shoulder here. If my shoulder is here, I'm not driving. And there's another thing that I teach, because, you know, it's just a style. There's a difference between dropping your weight and driving your weight. Right? I can drop my weight here. I can drive my weight here. Okay? A lot of times you will drop, a lot of times you will drive your weight. If you're lighter, don't have that weight to drop it, you can make yourself heavy. And that's like, think of weight as a force. When you guys went to school in physics, right? Because I'm a teacher. So I'm here. Bring. As I'm here, now my opponent's trying to scoop or push me. So I have to make sure, just a second. I have to make sure that my hand will be here. So when I push, what I do is, you guys come to the side. What I like to do is, as I'm here, I like to push his knee to step over. Okay? Just make sure that this knee doesn't come on top. Right? So if I'm here, Pretty simple, guys. I'm not making anything complicated here right now. Here, I lock, block. As I'm here, he's like scooting out, push me back. I undo the lock, come with this arm under his armpit, push, and I step over because it creates a lot of momentum here. When I get here, go for the elbow to prevent him from keep going that way. Make sure your hand is on the ground so you block his stomach too here, alright? Hand on his elbow, pull him back, then from here, hand control. Alright? Simple, right?